else. We're here live in Partners USA. TNS Media Group is the team and the family. We got a special guest today. Got my guy Smart on here today. We're gonna kind of go into a lot of things about violence and staying out of prison and what can happen if you go to prison. Like I said before on all our shows, we're not here to promote going to prison or promote violence in any way. We're here to deter you from going to prison. So I got my man Raheem Jackson and Smart here. What's going on, Smart? How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. No complaints. About to put a little bit of paint where it ain't.
All right, so listen, we're just glad to have you here on the show, man. I met you in New York. I was up at the Fanatics Fest, and as soon as I saw you, man, automatically,
Shout out to my Phil Rowe. I was with a client, good friend of mine, Phil Rowe, just fresh off a knockout, TKO. He has a 100% knockout ratio in the UFC. So we was, doing the UFC event with Phil Rowe and Alex Pereira.
Exactly.
Shout out to Phil.
So yeah, shout out to Phil Rowe. Phil Rowe showed me some love as well. Real cool guy. Gave me a lot of his time. So let's get into this episode, man. So for the people that don't know, that may not know you or know your story, Smart, kind of give them a brief synopsis of where you're from and the things that you endured to get you to this point.
Yeah, well, okay. So the first thing I wanted to touch on, what we was talking about was, all right, the reason why it's admissible in court is because it shows lack of coercion and not by force. So when you're doing podcast interviews, right, this is so relaxed. So everything you say in a podcast interview, the reason why it's admissible in court because you're not under the distress, and you're saying things that you've done.
You relax saying them.
Yeah, so
it's like you're speaking the truth.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's voluntary. Nobody, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Wow. And that's why you see a lot of people.
That's major right there.
Yeah. So
that's heavy right there.
Yeah. So I think interviews shouldn't be about interviews, right? Like it's like a police officer interviews you, right? They interrogate you, right? A lot of times people come on these platforms and they want to live out someone else's story or war stories or whatever, but you find yourself in the conspiracy, and 5 years down the line, you getting brought in for questioning when you could have just said next question.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I wanted to put that out to you.
Yeah. So even with you saying that, right? You see, a lot of these kids, right, or a lot of people, more so online, they're headed towards the penitentiary based off basically what you just said,
right?
By them saying the wrong thing, or even the other thing as far as them, like putting something or posting the wrong thing on.
Yeah, for sure. But again, it goes back to it because what is the mental state while you're creating the content? That's why it's evidence.
Yeah.
Right? This is your social media. You're not being forced, right? You're rapping about something and you're saying and it's real. And then it's not like it's gangster rap. This is
real talk.
Yeah, this is
having a conversation about something.
Yeah, this is interrogation rap. So this is not gangster rap. This is not
Interrogation
drill rap.
rap.
This is IR.
Because
It's a new genre.
IR, ladies
Because
and
you're
gentlemen,
talking
you got
about dates, names, locations,
Right.
what happened, what weapon was used, when it went down, and everything.
Right.
And so, what do you expect to happen? And again, there's a school to prison pipeline, right? And it's crazy because I was on the way here, I was driving and I'm looking at something. It was so metaphoric, right?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at, on the left side of me was a bus, the bus that you ride when you go to Rikers Island, right? On the right side of me was a school bus, right? But they were both the same body. It was both the same exact bus, right? It just was painted differently.
So this been planning for years.
So when you look at schools, you look at elementary schools, right?
Yeah, like penitentiaries. Yeah.
They look like prisons, right? So there's an agenda to destroy. There's a conspiracy to destroy little black boys.
Right.
So we're already conditioned from early childhood to
go to jail.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's just it.
Yeah, I mean, put it straight to the point like that, right? To be criminals, and to be desensitized to the programming that criminals are forced to be under, right? And right from the hallways, like if you know, and especially in New York, the public schools in New York, the hallways in Rikers Island look the same. So it's like weird, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's just important not to hold the children accountable for a system that's designed to destroy them.
that been embedded in them from birth.
Yeah, for sure, 1,000,000%. So let me just. This couch is comfortable, man. I ain't fall asleep, man. Ain't got no hookers in here, man. So we can't, you know what I mean? It's the hooker couch right here, man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So listen. So knowing that, right?
Yep.
And us experiencing that, it's us experiencing that because we're a lot older now, but we came through that same system, the school buses,
Yeah.
The elementary schools, high schools. It's just
I'm gonna send you that picture because I took a picture of it too.
wow.
So that's like the perfect.
I thought it was 3. I seen it.
Edited in. No, I'm saying I took.
He
the picture.
just saw it just now.
You saw the.
Yeah,
oh,
I was like,
just now.
it was just like, oh shit, right? Like I saw it, and I'm looking like, get the fuck out. It's a law showing me, right?
It's modern day. Now it's modern day.
Just
It
happened.
showed you from here, now here.
Yeah.
It's the same format.
It's a system. It's a system created to destroy us. So you got to remember, right? Racist. So not to get ahead of myself. So growing up in Harlem, my mother was a drug addict. Didn't have a father in my life, and I was in Covenant House. It was in a children's shelter. So I'm 5 years old hanging out with the other kids in the shelter. They 12, 13, 16, 18. Then we go into Times Square, and I'm 5, following behind, these motherfuckers trying to keep up.
Right.
Right? So it just was all hustle. And I think because I didn't have any, I didn't have anyone taking care of me or providing anything for me other than the bed and the shelter, I'm watching the other kids, I'm learning. So I was almost like a prodigy for hustling, right?
Right,
Like,
right.
stealing food from the supermarkets, reselling that, been in the Metro cars, swiping people on the train for Metro cars.
Right.
Going into to department stores and Macy's and stealing food. I mean, stealing clothes and jerseys and sneakers and shit like that. Young. So growing up with me was always, I had to figure out how to survive. And I think for me, being so hungry and not having no food, hunger had a funny way of maturing me faster. It sped up my my development and my maturity because I was just hungry, and it's different when you got someone that's taking care of you
It's way different.
versus someone not taking care of you. Like, damn, 5 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waking up.
Yeah.
I gotta eat. I'm hungry. We learning.
Yeah, don't let
Yeah.
you have no siblings that's your age or
Yeah.
underneath you, and you feel as though you gotta take care of them.
So that was so I think that was, and a lot of moving around. Being in the system, I was in group homes, drug programs, foster care. So it just was no peace. I would say it was no peace. It was no
No rest.
nah. It's
How
like
old was you when you was in foster care? How old were you?
always moving, man. Always moving, man. Just young, early childhood. You know what I mean? Early childhood. Interrogation shit. Remember we talked about this, right?
Yeah.
And we stuff timeline and stuff like that. It's kind of like building a case. I don't know. I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Age
I
and all
feel
that's
you.
irrelevant, but I was there, right? So the group homes, early childhood, right? Like so from 5, so we could put 2 and 2 together, right? So
Yeah.
that was just from the rip. I'm saying like my mom's was f***ed up. So I got a song called Motherless Child, right?
Right.
And I'm like every other week. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Every other week you got a new man in the house. You got the nerve to point to him like he the man of the house. And they all want me to call him dad. They all wanted me to call him dad, so I grew up confused. I got beat until I was black and blue. And you wonder why I'm in school acting a fool, cutting class, picking fights, couldn't follow the rules. Free lunch won't cut it. I'm still hungry. I need food. So I hooked up with Daryl, selling weed now, mama. I'm making moves. Yeah, mama, I'm making moves. You put a pins warrant out, left me in the system. Plus you ain't called back. That ain't love. What you call that? If you ain't want a son, mama, you should have left me in that ball sack. 2 sides to the story, but I ain't having it. Too many demons inside I got to battle with. Whoever trying to play devil's advocate. Y'all don't understand how real this is. I was just a kid, 5. This is a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is it? Yeah.
5, had looked my mama in the eye, half sleep, half high, and you wonder why I'm outside smoking weed, pistol in my pocket, plus I'm throwing up gang signs. You a junkie, mama. How you gonna demand respect? I guess you beat me because I look like the man that left. Spit an image of my daddy. Huh? That's why you slapped me? Can nothing please you? You ain't never happy. Straight A's on report cards getting ripped. Christmas, birthdays, I ain't get shit. Every man I see you with call you bitch. This is what I deal with. This is the grove. This is the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels like God cursed me and my brothers because all I do is suffer and the pain came from my mother. A rose won't grow from this concrete, roots getting pulled out, petals getting stepped on. You came home high, beat me half to death. You said that I slept wrong, but it's bloody tampons, empty bottles of liquor, cracked valves on the same bed I slept on. How the f could I sleep wrong? You got me laying on the bed I could barely even sleep on. I mean, so that was the if I could, like, you know, like
Exactly. No, you painted it extraordinary.
That was my, you know what I mean? That was the life right then and there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's like from birth to shelter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like from birth to shelter. Then when I'm in the shelter, now I'm outside. Now but I'm too young to be outside, but I'm outside,
Exactly.
right? I'm too young to be outside, but I'm outside, right? And the first week was very tough, right? You go to the, you
You gotta get the kinks out.
you gotta get the kinks out. You young, you learning.
learning lesson.
You go to the pizza spot, you hustling.
Now you
then
cooking
one of the
with
kids
grease.
take your pizza, right? You know, we
Yeah,
you like, oh
yeah.
shit. You young, you like, you know what I mean? And motherfucker eat your pizza, so you don't even know he did you wrong. You don't know he ripped you off. until at night and you go to sleep and your stomach start rumbling.
Like, yeah, he
and you
disrespected
just
me.
I ain't let
violated.
that happen again.
It's violated. Why? So next
It's
time
a lesson.
Right. So next time he come, I'm just punching him in the eye. That's just what it is. All right, it. And I still lose the pizza because I'm young.
But now he know.
No, he don't know.
I'm saying now he know after that.
Nah. This is no. Listen, man. Listen. See, people like to lie and paint these rocky. Man, the same motherfucker robbed me of my pizza for about a month.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I punched him in the eye. He beat the brakes off me. I think he was like 13, 14, right? Beat shit out of me. Boom, 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 boom. So this is happening every day now, right? And, you know, I'm fighting, but I'm losing. I'm fighting, I'm losing, fighting, I'm losing. And then eventually I get the inclination of, I'm never going to beat this guy. I'm never going to beat this guy. So I got to figure out, I'm not going to the pizza spot today, right? So I went and got a bottle. I'm going in the garbage can, right? I found the biggest glass bottle I could find, right? And he was looking for me, but I was looking for him. And I seen him before he saw me.
Right.
And I cracked that motherfucker head with a bottle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I ran. I'm talking about, yo, it was all chunks of glass in his head.
Is this the day he learned the lesson, though?
I never seen him again after that.
Then
You know what I'm saying?
might
but,
be.
but that was the, you know what I mean? Like that was the thing where it was like, okay. You know what I mean?
That might have been. That might
But I
have been
ran
a
though.
life,
You know what I'm saying?
Life-altering
a
lesson.
life-changing experience for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a life
So for me, it was everything was trial and error because I had nobody showing me how things go. I'm learning.
As you go.
Yeah, and I think
That's the best teaching, for real. I think so.
yeah, man. But some people not gonna be able to. If Allah didn't have His hand on me, if Allah didn't protect me,
Right.
I wouldn't be here. It's impossible.
But he curved you. He curved you at the last minute
He
to show you
protected
another
me.
route. Now.
He protected me.
Now.
That's all it was, right? Because a lot of times we like to glorify this shit, but I'm a kid.
Right.
And I'm with grown men and I'm outside. So it you know, without that protection or that, you know, that mercy, I wouldn't be where I'm at, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have people pull guns out at me. I'm high on my mind. I didn't rob somebody, forgot I robbed them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He coming back, pulling out, man, f you.
Yeah.
He got two
Yeah.
guns in my face.
Yeah.
And the motherfucker looked at me like, he didn't realize that I wanted to die. I didn't give a fuck about myself. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, and when I'm in prison, I'm in the box, I'm reflecting back on this situation. I don't know what the fuck. It was like, God damn, motherfucker could have blew me the fuck away, man. And I told he pulled out two guns on me, broad day, right? I said, suck my dick. Fuck you. Go ahead. And I ain't care. I wanted to die. I wasn't gonna kill myself, but I didn't mind
Somebody else doing it.
transitioning. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a
At
question?
that time,
Smart?
sure.
Right? And this is going to be like, it's probably not going to be a tricky question because I feel as though that you the same as I am as
Yo,
far
yeah,
as
yeah.
carrying main stuff.
Yeah,
Because you just mentioned that the walks of life at a young age
Yeah, for sure.
taught you trial and error.
Yeah.
Trial and error, right? And I'm under the impression that you did some time in your past in prison. Because for me, prison taught me. Like trial and error taught me too, but that prison life, I did 21 years in prison.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't have no GED when I got there. I was stupid as hell.
Me too.
I wasn't washing my ass how I was supposed to wash my ass as a man. I went to jail as a child.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was trial and error on the street, but not all the way. I didn't know how to wash about there. I thought I get me a sack and I'm selling drugs, I'm shooting guns, whatever. I'm cool. That was as far as my learning went out there. And granted, I wasn't out there until I got older. I got older in prison.
Right.
So I want to ask you, do you think prison was more of a learning lesson
No.
than society?
No. First of all, man may plot, but Allah is the best planner.
Nah.
So a lot of times we don't realize that Allah's preparation is unseen and it's delayed. Right? So
Right.
Allah's, you know, blessings. Allah works with delayed gratification and Shaitan works with instant gratification. So a lot of times we feel like, well, you know, oh, it's me, man. I'm a hustler. I'm tough. Man, Allah know you're gonna be sitting on this couch. You didn't know what you had to go through to sit on this couch, right? You didn't know what Allah was going to put you through to increase your imam, to increase your taqwa, to increase your sabr, to increase your patience, to increase your, your just belief, right? Everybody has a different pain threshold. What may make you laugh may make me cry.
Right.
I might not be strong enough to deal with what you deal with, my brother. So I might jump over a building dealing with what you had to deal with. But Allah gave you the strength to deal with what you had to deal with, because the lessons from pain are the primary building blocks that Allah uses for all creations. That's why He say this life for believers is like what? It's like prison. This life for non-believers is like Jannah. It's like paradise.
Exactly.
So there's a certain level. This is why He say, do you think you're gonna be a believer and not be tested?
Yeah.
We don't design how many numbers or questions is on this fucking test that Allah is gonna put us through, but it's for us to get to a point
Where we get close to Allah when we're going through these trials and tribulations, because
right?
we understand Allah doesn't put too much on you,
right,
more than you can bear.
He created you to hold this capacity of weight. So this is just what it was. This was part of your journey. This was already pre-written before you was alive. So don't make the mistake of thinking that the streets or prison, educated you or schooled you. Allah schooled you, right? And a lot of times because we in society and we got cameras and we got Instagram, and sometimes we
Allah definitely schooled me, but He used that prison to school me.
listen. So unfortunately, sometimes we like to consider ourselves tough.
Right.
Right.
All men
the
do
ego,
that, especially
the ego of man, right?
Exactly.
The ego of man, right?
It'll be a destruction too.
With nothing. Right? I'm just saying, right?
Exactly.
With nothing,
Yep.
right? Like, we gonna keep it real.
Right.
Right? With nothing. And when you strip away the ego and you only focus on when you took shahada and what made you take shahada, and when you make salat or you hear the dawn and you read the Quran, and that feeling you get, that feeling of you're nothing, right? Like, it was the weirdest thing for me in the world, right? Taking shahada and hearing that first adhan, and the way I felt internally, I felt like I was standing in front of a mountain that was 30 million miles high.
Right.
It just made me feel so small.
You was obsolete to that mountain.
Right. So Allah has a plan for all of us. And when we understand Allah's plan, we're not so focused on what's happening externally, more so is what is being developed internally.
Right.
Right? And then when we focus on what's developed internally, inshallah, we're able to get to Jannah, we're able to get to paradise. Because it's
That's
not
the
going to be
ultimate
just
goal.
your oh, I'm a believer. It's going to be a bunch of Muslims in hell. There's going to be some faggots in heaven.
Yeah.
I hate to say it,
Yeah.
but it's true.
Yeah.
And I don't support homosexuality. There's going to be some fucking witches and warlocks in heaven, and there's going to be some imams in the hellfire. You say, why? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Well, let's go back to this story. This brother, he's praying 5 times a day, right? I don't know if it's a hadith or what the I mean, you can fact check this shit. But he's praying 5 times a day. He does a prophet's fast. What's that, Tuesday and Thursday? Monday and Thursday? I'm thinking the police, right? Tuesday, Thursday, right? But he's doing a prophet fast. What you said?
Mondays and Thursdays.
Monday and Thursdays, right? Every Ramadan he's fasting, right?
But he's not doing it for the sake
Wait,
of
hold
Allah.
on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
right.
ahead. Go ahead.
He the first one get thrown in hellfire.
Yeah.
I be like, what the fuck with you? How you go that? Then it's this fucking dot. BBL having,
Yeah.
waist training, gun guzzling. She will suck weed out the blunt. Never seen a masjid in her life. She the first one in paradise. You go, God damn, but what the fuck happened? Well, you didn't realize there was a fucking dog on the road that was fucking thirsty and was gonna fucking die of dehydration. So she took her nasty ass heel off,
And put it in the well.
walked like 5-10 miles up the road, put it in the well, came back, and that dog survived.
Yes.
And that one deed, but the intention behind the deed. See, we get so caught up on the deed. That's why
Yeah.
the brother went to hellfire, because he thought my deeds.
I pray 5 times.
You never
a month.
invited nobody to Islam. You never gave no dawah. You walk past people in the village with your head down fast, getting back to your crib to make salat, right? You was selfish with this thing. So we have to understand that it's not about just the deeds, it's about the intention. If the non-believer knew the wrath of Allah, if the non-believer knew the mercy of Allah, they wouldn't feel so bad. If the believer knew the wrath of Allah, they wouldn't be so arrogant.
Exactly.
So we have to be very careful with how we speak and what we talk about, because we're uplifting ourselves, and it's like, who the fuck you think you is that you learned in jail? You still stupid as hell.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the smart guy. And law like, yeah, okay, sure, you stupid son of a bitch. Fuck you, man, you the smart, you the dumb, right? So we have to always be understanding that, you know, Allahu Akbar, right? Like, you know, like Allah, everything is credited to Allah. Even our ability to learn something. It's because of Allah, and we were strategically placed there, and it might have not been prison. You might have thought it was prison, right? You're 21,
Right, yeah, you're right, you're right.
21 years. It might be the first day out of prison.
Yeah.
The second year out of prison, the 21st year out of prison, what did you do? Are you still a believer? Right? Are you still making salat? Are you still fasting? Are you reading the Quran? Are you giving dawah? Are you trying to help your brother? Right? So we have to be very important to focus on not just our deeds, but also our intentions, and not things that we went through, and not glorifying those things that we felt was war stories or accolades. Right? So with the brother, and again, because I thought wrong, right? Like getting into prison, I thought it was about being a gangster and being tough.
Right.
Until I was tough. And it was like,
Tell us from the jails. Right now, we're running a special. We come out to your business. Allow us to show our appreciation by supporting your business. Reach out to us. DM us. We get your business out there in front of millions. Contact Tales from the Jails right now. DM us right now. I want to see everybody succeed, and so does Brahim Jackson. He wants to see everybody be successful in business, so allow us to help you get your business off the ground. DM us right now. It's Tales from the Jails.
people who's tough too, right? And they telling me, I'm guys that got 20 bodies, 15 bodies, never seen the light of day. Man, I'm proud to make it to the box.
Yeah.
I'm proud, like, you see the thing? I'm
Yeah.
proud to be in the box. I'm sitting in the box, and my bunkie is like, you, man, what the f you talking about, young blood? This ain't, I'm like, yo, man, I stabbed the motherfucker in the yard, man. Yo, OG, you should have seen it, man. What the f you mean you should have seen it? Man, you stupid son of a bitch. Right? Like, you know, and to hear these people who I looked up to, you know, out of ignorance, kind of like burst my bubble and let me know, like, this ain't about that.
Yeah.
You know, I went through this because I was stupid, I was ignorant. But if I could go back and do something different, if I could work at McDonald's, my man Magnetic, and my man Ralphie, they got 1 million years in jail for selling drugs. They made over $12 million selling coke, dope, bricks, and all that. And we talking every day, man. I go, man, I wish I could work at Home Depot, man.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
Right? And then I'm sitting in a box. This wouldn't have got real for me. I'm sitting in a box. My man Powerful, he's showing me his photo album, right? Got 300 photos of his daughter. He showed me the picture right before he caught his charge. He was holding his daughter. She was like 2 months or some shit like that. I don't fucking, right? She was young, right? I mean, not 2 months. She was like 7 months. I don't know. She was very like a baby. Infant. And he got it. He's holding her. Then the very next picture, he's in jail, and then his baby mom's is bringing the kid to the visit. So you see him in, you know what I mean, in the visit.
Yeah.
In the next picture, you see her
Getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Exactly.
and each, like I said, it's crazy how he got. And then the last picture was him and his daughter with the grandkids.
Wow.
And he,
all this
and,
while he
and
was
he
in prison.
cried, and the tear. It was like some movie, right? He cried, and the tear hit the picture. It spooked the shit out of me, right?
Dang.
Because in that instance, Allah showed me the value and importance of time.
Right.
I saw time. I just saw time.
And my question to you was, how important, you know, because, you know, we hear a lot about, you know, in our religion about patience. What does patience mean to you, and why do you think people lack patience?
Because they disconnected from Allah. There's a mass marketing, like jinn is in the algorithm, right? So this is why it's so important for us to understand the mosque doesn't have more power than the ummah, right? So when we look at stories, right, analyze stories of the prophet, when they did Juma, right, the ummah is so important, and a lot of times we get caught up in. This is why you see so many Muslims in Philly killing Muslims, because there's no space for Allah in the Kaaba. Like Allah's not entering the hearts of these brothers, these so-called believers, and we're trying to practice Islam in a way that's routine. How many guys are gonna go to Juma and sit in the kufa? I don't want to sit in the kufa. I'm sorry, my knees hurt. You got me sitting on the floor. I'm not doing all that. Who made this rule up?
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So
out,
we
huh?
have to, yeah, listening.
Hear me out, huh?
Speaking about from the brothers.
You got to go back. I'm just saying, you got to go back. It has to be. See, it got to be realistic. This is what I'm saying. It has to be realistic. We can't just. If I'm going on a kook bar, right, and I'm going to Juma, if you I'm sitting in there and you talk about some shit that happened 25,000 years ago, I don't give a. Tell me how to deal with the jinn that's on TikTok.
Yeah, well, but to be honest, certain matches you have to attend that that I'm gonna invite you to, if you get some time, to come to Philly, to come to Masjid Sunnah Nabawiyah, and
But
they.
the masjid, you can't. It can't start in the masjid.
Yeah, I feel
See,
you.
the problem
I
is
agree.
we trying to, and I love what the brother said, right? You said they shooting up what?
Janazas,
Yeah.
funerals.
So we got to get to the real. Like, we can't be so disconnected where it's like you trying to try something that ain't gonna work
Right.
because the foundation is not right. You can't have an expectation without a preparation. So if there's no town hall meeting, how are we brothers? Why are we brothers?
Yeah.
Just because I salam you, I shoot the shit out you. Give a f- This is what's going on, right? This is what's going on.
At an alarming rate.
Yeah.
Right? So how do we how do we try something different? This is not innovation. See, this is the thing about, that's why I mentioned the story. It's right in front of us, but we can't see it. I just told you, man, the dude prayed 5 times a day.
Yeah.
He went to the hellfire. You trying to, what's my intention? What's my intention? You don't. I'm just saying, for the sake of the interview, I'm trying to get this information out there because people will be so rigid with Islam, and it's not working. So we have to make it about the intention. Astaghfirullah was invented for that. Okay, maybe I'm wrong for saying, let's put some seats in the masjid. Maybe I'm wrong for saying, let's have Juma in the basketball court today. Maybe I'm wrong for saying, who this lady right here, because there's always a lady in the hood that people with, that everybody with, and they won't violate, right?
Yeah.
Well, who's that auntie? And then let's have Juma in her crib.
Yeah. But listen,
And let's make it steps, right? What I'm saying is I'm talking about actual solutions and actionable steps that's gonna lead to solutions. Because that other shit ain't working.
no. So I want to tell you what I agree with. The point that I agree with is I agree that we have to do more as far as being within the community. You know what I'm saying? Even
Outside of the Jumu'ah.
outside of the masjid,
Yeah,
yes.
we don't. Listen, what I'm saying,
No.
look.
Because it's very the masjid is
We
viable.
don't
It's
care.
just, are you speaking about in general, like people,
I'm
how
telling you
people
what's going
think?
on. Like, for
yeah, how
me,
they think.
like, my
Okay.
brand is about being real, right? And my intention, wallahi, my intention is I want black people, my people, to be in power, be getting money, being rich, and living violent free. But we got to be real. We sitting here talking some rhetoric and shit. It's like, all right, cool. I'm not jacking that. I'm going to Juma and I don't want to go. I don't want to go to Juma. You're not telling me nothing that I want to hear. I'm trying to figure out how to pay my bills, how to get money. Where's the financial part of Islam? Where's the financial strategy? You sitting, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. You tell me about some shit that happened years ago. I don't care.
That's why I'm telling you, you probably going to the wrong masjid.
Nah, see, no, it should be. See, now you proving my point. That's how can I go to any wrong masjid?
What I'm saying as far as because sometimes I'll say the I don't want to use the word content, but the actual the foundation of the khutbah that you may be hearing, depending on where you at. Sometimes you're like, I've been in certain masjids and I didn't connect with the khutbah that was going on. But it's certain masjids where you get people, where you get the imams that say that know what's going on in the community.
The imams take money from the government, same way the pastors do. So they create a curriculum and a system to keep us docile. So this is the reality of it, right? This is the institution that is designed to keep us conditioned to do nothing. So that's why when you go in the masjid, a lot of masjids on Juma and a lot of churches, what are they actually talking about? I'm not making it. What I'm saying, I'm not making it up. I'm not here to defend no. Look, there's the murder rate in Philly is high. Yes or no?
Yeah, it's very high. Yes.
Right?
Yes, it is.
How many brothers give a about Juma?
Yeah, but like you said,
But listen what I'm saying.
that's just Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guiding them, and that's what's in their heart. Because there's a lot of people that really care about.
Listen, I'm not saying they don't.
Yeah.
We talk about intentions, and we can't keep doing the same thing that don't work. Let Allah guide us on the path. Listen, bro, I sold crack. I didn't kidnap drug dealers. I didn't did a lot of shit. Right? I did a lot of shit, right?
Yes.
Like, for real. Like, I was like super with it, right? And all of that got me right here. You see? To what I'm doing now. That's why I said about the plan of Allah. Man may plot, but Allah is the best planner, right? You may plot for yourself, but then Allah has a whole grand scheme for you.
Yes.
Right.
So maybe I need to go in a way that's, what's that word, G? Bidah, how you say it?
Bidah.
I may have to do that. I may have to do some innovations just to get to the parallel path.
But you still have to be careful when doing that because you know because
you can't.
Because we can't in my
That sound like the church now.
no honestly we
So if the
can't.
kids, so right now this is a nice day, it's hot in Philly, right?
Yes.
Somebody gonna die today in Philly.
Somebody gonna die
already
every
did.
day. Yeah, somebody gonna die every day.
right? So we waiting for something we can fix, but because we don't want to innovate, we gonna sit there and let it ain't working. It's the same thing in New York, right?
So what I'm saying to you is, so you have probably give an example of what you, because we understand that innovations are
You
straight,
going-
but you
there
got
ain't
to
no money being made in the community.
Okay.
Ain't no money being made in the community.
Right.
You sitting there, you going to the
So
masjid.
that type of innovation,
For
like
what?
build
Right.
something
what
outside
am I going
of
to the
that.
masjid for? I'm
Okay.
going to listen. What I'm saying is this, and I get that you seem like an astute believer in the law,
No,
right?
alhamdulillah.
But I'm a believer in reality, right? I'm in reality.
Okay.
And
You
I'm
could
not
be a
gonna-
believer in both, because I am.
Yes.
right? So I'm not
Hard,
gonna sit
too.
here. I'm not gonna sit here and this working, and because it's no, but it ain't working though. It's not working for us.
But that still mean like, that still means like if something not working, maybe the right person is not in position sometimes.
No, man. We dealing with racism. Let me help you out. We dealing with systemic racism, right? Racism. This is what it is. White men maintaining their power structure and using religion to keep us powerless.
Yeah, okay.
This has been happening since the beginning of mother time. Okay? With the slaves of Christianity, right? Same thing with Islam, right? You got dudes who, in Queens right now, you got Indian masjids that make billions of dollars. Billions. And you got African masjids that can't rub two pennies together. You got Yemen in Bangladesh and Pakistan, all these motherfuckers got 3,000 grocery stores. And the grocery stores make between 500, 700,000, sometimes $1 million a month. And none of them are helping black Muslims open up delis in their own community. But they monopolize the business in the community. And we sit here like slaves, like we're programmed, because we are. Assalamu alaikum.
But I want to make a point though, if I could,
yeah, for sure.
because sometimes it comes from the educational aspect, and like you said, those people, it's a cultural difference, because hear me out, because we're from a city where as though the first person we glorified, and I'm not saying it's right, we glorified the drug dealer. That's the first sign of success.
Why?
Because that's what's put in front of us.
All right, but listen, we can't, like, I don't make it about a debate, because you got your opinion, I got my opinion, right?
Yeah, I agree.
But the facts is,
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, it's
we can
messed
say
up.
that. We can say that.
At the end of the day, it's tore up.
like, so what we talking, like, so, and the problem is, ain't really willing to get it right, because you got to troubleshoot to get it right.
So what you think the key may be to getting it right, or at least steps to getting it right? Because
Right.
we probably
Right.
ain't gonna never
Throwing
know
out-
what to make to
throwing-
get it. You think so?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What do you mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, elaborate.
Yeah. Reaction. I'm like, I'm not a follower. You heard? Like,
Right.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Like what do you mean?
And I'm explaining it. You asking me, but you want.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
You know what I mean? We got to make it about race, because it's always been about race. It's about race. It's about who in the community that look like us is not doing good and why.
Right, right.
So we have to be focused more on ethnicity and not a nationality, ethnicity and not a religion. You look like me. I don't care if you Sunni, blood, Crip, whatever. You my brother. That's it. And then
Right.
I have to create a rapport with you. That means town hall meetings. That means connecting brothers that have businesses that complement each other, right? And educating us on racism and what's. Hold on, let me take my bad. Keep it going. Don't edit this out. All right, so boom. First thing is this. I tried to have the cute little button up
Yeah.
look. It's too hot, and I gotta keep it real. This is me.
Yeah.
Fuck the white man. Fuck the white man. Fuck the white man. Fuck the white man. Fuck the Chinese man. Fuck the Indian man. Fuck them all.
Right,
Everybody but us.
right.
So when I say we
So
have
you
to,
Black Power boy then?
come on now. So we
Right.
gotta throw out. So when I say throwing out traditional Islam, because there's no racism in Islam, but everybody is racist in Islam but us. Everybody is fuck us, but we, because if you peek it, I peek it. I'm not fake. You salam these brothers, they salam different. They don't salam you like they love you. They not. Salam alaikum. You say it real hard. Say salam alaikum, G. Wait, well,
Yeah, I have two
Yeah,
been underneath that.
Do it again, do it again.
But listen, smart. Don't ask your question
So
though.
listen what I'm saying. Let me cook though. Like
All right, go ahead,
you
go ahead,
got
go
me
ahead.
on the show. I'm a guest. This is what
Okay.
you do.
All right, go ahead.
Like, it ain't about our difference in opinion.
No.
It's about you like what I speak about, but this is what I speak about.
But I want to ask you a question. But go ahead.
I got you, but I speak real.
Right.
We have to. Everybody else is focusing on building up their people. That's why they're built up and we're not. So you got to think, who are we? Us, right? Blacks, Africans, who are we, right? We are the scientists of life. We are the first man that Allah had created. We the fathers of civilization. We're the inventors of math, science, everything. Our contributions to this world is second to none. We are genetically superior to every other race. Internally, we're dominant. This is DNA shit, genetics, physiology. Our brains produce neuromelanin. Our minds are different. Our bodies are different. You don't see no fucking white Michael Jordans. You don't see no white Muhammad Ali's. Fucking reason, man. Right? And what they fear is white genetic annihilation. So if you had a baby, and I hope you never do, with a white woman, that baby ain't coming out look like Justin Bieber. See? You have a baby with a Chinese, and I hope you never do, that baby not coming out looking like Bruce Lee. That baby coming out looking like you. See? So they fear our ability to reproduce and our power that Allah has given us in procreation. We are superior. We are not the minority. We're the actual majority. But because the white man highlights nationalities and not ethnicity, you think you're the minority. There's more black men in America than white men in America. There's more black men in the world than white men in the world. See? So now, when you learn to love yourself, then you're going to change your situation. When you learn to love yourself, who creates media? We don't run media, right? You'd like to think that you got a platform because you got some nice lights and cameras, but you ever heard of Paramount Global? You ever heard of National Amusements? You ever heard of Viacom, Ballor? We don't move a fucking needle. We don't own shit. And the motherfuckers who's conditioning these kids, right, to hate themselves, to kill themselves, that's why it's happening. Now, this is another point I want to make, right? Boom. You got something called race-specific bioweapons. This is why these kids are killing each other. It's race-specific. You hear the word I'm saying?
Race-specific bioweapons?
Race-specific. So you talking about, oh, salam alaikum. They're making weapons genetically coded to us to destroy us. That's why we have to focus on race. Because we're being attacked because of our race, right? Now, what are we talking about? We're talking about alcohol, junk foods, weed. This is where the bioweapons are. It's in the weed. So you think this brother smoking his weed, but there's drugs, there's prescription drugs, there's some type of toxins in that weed that's making that brother hyper-aggressive. Mm-hmm. It's in the alcohol, it's in the soda, it's in the junk foods, it's in the donuts. It's strategically put to create aggressives. I don't know why he just want to shoot somebody. This is happening, man, right? So when we understand that it's about race, we're not going to be out of the race because now we know how to properly move towards this thing and how to protect ourselves and stop asking Allah to protect us from something that he gave us the ability to protect ourselves from. Because I don't make salat to no white man. See? And if the white man has been my enemy and he is, I'm not going to sit here because I'm Muslim. Okay? Now, next point. The foundations of the systems are corrupt. And we have no counter agencies to hold these corrupt systems and agencies accountable for what's going on, right? So when we think about like the Revolutionary War, America fought to get away from Britain, right? They didn't go to Britain and say white lives matter. They had and I just learned this, they had the Boston Massacre. They straight up got killed and got into power. So how do we expect things to change in our community if we don't have the power to change things in our community and we won't organize and mobilize the strong brothers in our community to enforce a code in the community? And it's not going to be done through traditional Islam, because we taught that there's no racism in Islam. But everybody that's not black in Islam is racist. And we acting like it's not, but it is. And we acting like it's not, but it is. Yeah. Right? We acting like we would like to believe that is, but it is. And that's why it's not changing. Right? So once we understand, once we stop feeling so sorry for ourselves and we stop feeling like we don't matter, right? That we are superior. When you think about it, look, and I feel some type of way. I'm not, people be trying to, I'm not brainwashed, gang. They said the prophet received revelation from Allah and let Allah guide us direct. I got to cut the middleman out. And then I have to rebuild the masjid because the current structure of the masjid is not working. And if you want to sit here and lie, that's cool too. But the reality is go take your camera and walk through Philly.
It's bad.
It's bad, but it could be because, like you said,
Because
The
we keep
people
following
are-
the white man's
Muslims-
version of Islam. And the white man's version of Islam is to keep us divided, to keep us confused, to keep us feeling subservient, to keep us feeling like slaves. And when nobody gonna say, man, I'm strong, I'm a king, I'm powerful, shit. Nah, brother, nah, brother, nah, brother, what? Nah, brother, what? Up with this stupid shit about.
What I'm saying,
You know what
to
I
you
mean?
is,
So what I'm saying is we got to deal with the reality, not what you trying to say, not what I'm trying to say. What is the reality? What is the reality? So then you know what's not working. And I got to try something else. I can't sit here and be sitting here. Nah, I'm not, listen, man. I'm not, Allah knows my intention. This is what I just told you. That's why the dude went to the hellfire and made Allah not send your ass to the hellfire. Because you got to understand what's going on. Like, that was that thing about it. You so rigid. You so, all right, bro, but this ain't working. This not working. Nah, brother, take the Quran. All right.
no, but it's more.
We'll hit you with that, and you like, yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is more to Islam than that. Than like what I'm saying. Listen, I agree with your gripes about, you know, maybe we need as Muslims we need
It's
more,
not
more
gripes.
in the community.
It's understanding. I'm looking at it. Yo, bro, this is not just happening. This is a race issue. This is not religion. This is race. And this is why. And you think it's different in Harlem? Harlem ain't never been so, old lady just got gunned down. This ain't never, yo, every day kids are shooting, they going crazy in Harlem right now.
Yeah.
They going crazy in Brownsville and Brooklyn. They going crazy. This is a race issue. It's the race issue. It's an attack on us.
So basically, at the end of the day, you saying this whole thing with all this fitna, which is trouble, ladies and gentlemen,
There you go.
fitna. You know, all the fitna that's in the land of New York, all over the United States of America, all over the world.
Right.
You're saying is race.
1,000,000%.
But
Because it's
us
designed.
it's us really killing us based off of. But I'm just trying to make sure I'm saying it the right way. So basically, it's us killing us killing each other, based off of the predicaments that we've been placed with or faced with, based off of what's been put in our communities as far
Brother,
as the
I
drugs.
just told you. No, I just told you. There's race-specific bioweapons. There's chemtrails. They spray chemicals over the ghetto that creates you can go outside right now in the hood and be like, it's hot as a mother, and go to a white neighborhood and it don't feel as hot. This is a fact, bro. You can be in Harlem, you could be in the Bronx, you could be dead in the hood. Wallahi. We'll drive downtown to the white people, Tribeca, the rich area, it feel cooler. What the is? It feel cooler. They manipulate the weather, man. This is real shit that's going on, right? So we acting like it's not. And at the end of the day, I just told you, it's race-specific bioweapons, commercialized by media, commercialized by media, pop culture, and music, right? They make the commercial for the weapon, which is the poison, designed to destroy us. And nobody's talking about it because we don't have, why are they not talking about this? It's like, oh, I wonder why. You working for the other side. If my man getting robbed every time he go to this block, and we ain't trying to strap him up, we ain't talking, but every time he go to this block, he getting robbed and pounced on, we ain't never talking about that. We act like it ain't happening. Well, you know.
Well, my thing is, so
Yeah.
if he's getting robbed by who?
What you mean?
Who's getting robbed by?
By his people, or
He's getting robbed by his people because his people's conditioned by other people to be self-destructive. You don't, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you can't see, that's the victim mindset that they want us to have, right? We guilty. We're guilty of, when we scream victim, but the person that's abusing us is innocent. If you take a drug right now, go sniff some coke and sit still.
they ain't gonna be able to.
Right. Case in point, you're not gonna be able to. But if someone spiked your drink, made you sniff coke, but we judging you for not sitting still, what should we be doing?
Trying to help.
Right. But what else should we be doing?
Trying to find out who spiked that drink.
Running down, spiking the drink. That's the white man's game. That's the fitna. That's how he work. You heard? That's how he get Pinocchio against Pinocchio, but we ain't looking at Geppetto. We looking horizontal instead of vertical.
Yeah, but I get that too, because I'm on. Like, you basically saying we dummies though.
No.
If we falling for the bullshit,
No,
that's
not.
what you
I
saying.
be falling for the bullshit. Let me ask actual question.
How-
Nah,
if
I'm gonna break it
then
down.
trick me
You got boots on.
to
I'm
do
keep it-
this.
You got the right one. This is beautiful.
Exactly.
You got boots on.
Right.
Who produced some boots?
Nike.
Name one black man you know in your circle that owns a factory.
Don't
Don't do it.
Stop. It's not even.
Stop.
Yeah, no, but no. I wasn't even gonna try to debate
Yeah,
it.
stop.
I wasn't gonna say, hey, Smart, I wasn't gonna sit here and try to debate it, but I was gonna think about it.
Yeah, I know you was. Yeah, we know you was. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we all right. Listen, you're out. Throw me that bottle right there. This ain't a promo too. Throw me that bottle real quick. It's a bottle right there. It's right there. It's
a bottle right in front of you.
Yeah. You made this?
No.
Of course not. No.
All right then. So what if I told you the chemicals in this fluid is dehydrating you?
If you told me it, I'm about how the hell you know?
What if I told you that the chemicals in this water is dehydrating you? And then after you being dehydrated, the very next step comes aggression.
See, but that's on my fault though. I wouldn't let it come to that because I'm grown now.
So you wouldn't let it come to that. You don't have a choice because they put chemicals in our food that make us lazy, that creates dementia, schizophrenia, bipolarism. We didn't create the problem. We're just carrying out the effects.
The results of it, exactly.
Yeah. So when you say, oh, your brother, that's Whitey's greatest. Well, you killing yourself. Well, why am I killing myself? Where did the guns come from? How many armories we got? Where do the guns come from?
I would say that.
Oh, wait, time out. Where do the guns come from? Okay, where do the bullets come from?
We create that stuff.
Let's stop right there. We ain't making, ain't no,
Not us. What I mean, our
ain't no
country.
ops making no bullets.
Yeah,
So
our
we
country.
see, you can say whatever you want. This is the reality. We killing each other. Where do the guns come from? Where do the bullets come from? Who produces the guns? Who produces the bullets? Who produces the alcohol? Who puts the things in the drugs to make us aggressive? Who mass markets drill and genres of music that activates entities? We all know this.
These big corporations.
Right, white men.
You're right.
White men. Can we
You're right.
say
I go with
white
that.
men? So at the end of the day, if we don't start realizing that it is about race and it's always been about race, we're gonna still be last coming in after this motherfucking race. And it ain't about Islam, ain't about Christianity, it's about black and white, us and them. And then we let Allah put it together. But it has to be recreated because this is what we're going through. So Allah has mercy, right?
Nah.
So I'm not gonna sit here. I gotta use some of that mercy because Allah, I gotta make this happen. I gotta use some of that mercy because this. It's not. I'm not gonna sit here and lie because I'm afraid of some punishment that I've been conditioned and brainwashed to believe is coming. Meanwhile, I'm gonna die if I don't address this issue. I'm going to die if I don't address this issue. So I'm waiting.
But listen,
I got two hands. So listen what I'm saying. This ain't about me and you. It's about the message,
I have
right?
a question for you. Another question.
Right,
for
so
you.
I want to make sure because it's brothers that's watching this. It's imams that's going to watch this. You got to understand, bro, that don't work right now. Them kids ain't hearing that. So if you dealing with coke, if you sniff some coke, you just said it. He can't sit down.
Yeah.
Go to Juma. You like this. I'm out, man. I gotta go outside, man. But he ain't make a decision to sniff coke. It was put in the food that he was drinking. He had the intention to drink some water. But the white man put drugs in the water. Huh? You said the kid was old. We never seen so many kids. You old as shit, man. How many kids you knew growing up had autism?
None.
None. Now
Not when I was growing up.
Autism,
Everybody got autism.
dementia.
No, we had kids.
But I'm not say none. But
You
not
said it right.
at the
We
rate
had
like
none.
this.
It was a small class.
He about to
This
be
my
like, I
this
gotta-
my
it was
best
small
friend.
class.
This
Watch
boy,
him
I've
out.
known him over 30 years.
But
So
it was
he
small
know.
class.
Watch him out. You might.
But for real, but for real. But for real though.
We ain't know you said the first time.
We ain't really know. Unless we
stop
said you
it.
can't count on one hand.
Don't lie for the sake of your
No,
boy.
I ain't gonna do it.
How many kids you know grew up had autism?
I don't know
We ain't know
nothing
nobody.
From our hood, but in our schools, they was
Oh,
in
yeah,
our
no.
schools.
Then you keep
One or
going. We
two.
ain't
Yeah,
know
it was a few
nobody
of them.
had autism. Stop
But
it, man.
overall though,
We ain't know nobody.
I got the,
No, matter of fact, no. My neighbor was autistic.
Look,
I'm
he's
saying,
trying to
but
get
you-
money.
but-
Don't worry. You got the
but
wrong
look,
guest on. 'Cause I'm
look, you're right.
But
Overall,
why
you
do
don't
all
have
these kids
it.
have autism? It's happening. It's the government. Like I said, it's bio-specific weapons, right? So when you keep saying, oh, well, when we're doing it to ourselves, we are being forced to do it to ourselves. And it's an indirect stimulus that we don't even know is being inserted into our bodies. You see? And then now we outside. We outside. Right? This is warfare.
Right.
The white man is calculated and strategic. So
Right.
when we start understanding that, let me go back to this, right? Boom. So this is why we got to fight. Fighting gives you a position to win. Submission guarantees failure.
So how do we fight though, Smart? How do we tell me?
Okay,
like,
yeah,
like,
yeah. I
so
got the
let's-
answer. You
let's-
actually,
let's-
yeah,
let's-
yeah, yeah.
How do we
yeah,
fight?
yeah.
Look, he ready to get up there. He ready to get up there.
I knew some kids had autism.
I did. I did. My neighbor was autistic.
Damn well.
You know
He
what?
said it right there. He said, we ain't know no kid. He knew you for 30 years. He gonna sit there. You said,
Yo,
we ain't know no autism.
My next door neighbor was
You knew
autistic.
some other had autism? We didn't know what autism was.
Yeah, I ain't not
But we
growing
even know.
up.
No, hold
Come
on.
on, we even know what that was.
No, I
Autism, what you
think,
talking
I think he had Down syndrome.
I'm trying to switch it out.
No, I'm saying, but
We
he
ain't know
had
nobody
Down
had
syndrome.
autism.
I don't know.
G, you older than all of us. You knew anybody growing up that had autism? Anybody had growth? Fuck with. We like white man created this shit, man. He created this shit to destroy us. So we keep saying just let go past under our noses, and we're like, what the fuck? Yeah, autism.
Hold on, Feek. What was the question you just asked
Yeah,
that he
yeah,
wanted to
here you
get to?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there
So smart. So, first, y'all, I want to do something. I want to invite you one day to come and talk to some of the brothers here.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
if you
yeah,
can.
good.
There's some good imams here, some good brothers of knowledge that I would
Very
say,
good. I agree with that.
Like I would say that you might want to talk to them because maybe they have more knowledge than me because I'm not the
Ain't about
knowledge. I'm
having
ignorant.
knowledge. People see.
But hear me out. Hear me out if you could. So I would say come here. You get an opportunity to come speak because I don't know the type of, I don't want to say type of Islam, but I don't know what's going on in the masjids and where you're from. I don't
What
know.
you talking about? What's going on in Philly? We're going to keep this on Philly.
Yeah.
What's going on in Philly?
It's bad.
All right then. So,
So
I'm looking
I agree-
at
so
problem,
I agree
what's the
with you.
solution?
So look-
problem, what's the solution?
But I agree with you as far as,
Go ahead now.
because it's like when you have a business, right?
See how he going around it? You
No,
asked
no,
me a
no,
question,
no.
I want to answer, but go ahead.
All right, but I want hear me out. So you have a business, right? You have a business, and you want to just keep putting commercials on TV, commercials on the radio. Sometimes you got to go in the community and promote and market in the community. But the same thing with when you're trying to stop violence.
not gonna
You
work,
can't
man.
sit in front of a microphone all day thinking that that's going to change the hearts of the people.
I know, I'm outside.
Sometimes
That's
you
why-
got to go outside with
I'm
it
outside.
and be in the community.
What you saying? I'm outside.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I agree
I'm
with you with
outside.
that.
That's what I'm talking. I'm outside. I'm outside. So
I
I don't
agree
know
with you
what
there.
somebody. I'm outside. I'm not in nobody's masjid. I'm not in nobody's church talking about. I'm outside, and when I'm outside, this is what I see. So I understand.
Right.
So I had to figure out, okay, why are all these kids smoking weed? And then I'm looking at the kids in the hood, and I'm looking at them. They don't look like weed heads. They look like crackheads, dope heads. They look like they on some other shit, but they smoking weed. And they only, and I'm yo, homie, what you want some?
These kids look old now. They look old, like they like
Because there's
30,
drugs,
40.
and I just told you,
Yeah.
you're not trying to look at it. I'm gonna say it again. Don't edit this out, man. There's race-specific bioweapons.
Yeah.
Race-specific bioweapons.
This is what's happening.
And it's the
Commercialized by media, music, and pop culture. It's alcohol, junk foods, the foods, weed. That's why they call meat glue. So you think you get steak, it's in the steak. The white man done figured out this already.
Let me ask you a question, Smart. What kind of food do you eat? Chicken, beef? You eat that stuff?
You trying to move forward. Let's
That's
go back to
what I
that
asked
question. Better watch you. You slick, man. Let me tell you something. You a good brother. I'm
Alhamdulillah.
only down here because you reached out,
Alhamdulillah.
right? So understand, man. This ain't, we not letting go of the rope of the law.
Mm-hmm.
But we not letting the rope of the law be. See, we not getting lynched by the rope of the law. We're using the rope of the law to pull ourselves out of fire. That's what we doing. See, we conditioned to use the rope of the law as a noose. They weaponizing Islam against us. So we keep sitting here talking about, but it ain't working. And these other masjids, these other cultures, they getting rich. They got some type of different Islam over there. I want to know what that's about.
Can I say
Dubai,
something?
I don't know what that's about. Let me get that Islam. Yeah, because this Islam, I'm cool on that. What this happened over there? And then now, but what is that, right? What is that, right? What is that, right? Because you asked me, and then you danced around it. Well, what's the solution?
Okay, yeah. What's the solution?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Let me get my pen, man. Yeah, because you over there. I'm hot as hell. Dude. I mean, I don't know. Hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah, listen, this was meant to be.
If I ain't fuck you, I'd have left. I'd have been like, yo, man. I don't even see y'all. Yeah. All right, boom. So, first thing is this, right? Let's get to it. Mindset, right? What is the mindset? Now, only think about what you want. Forget about what you don't want. Never speak about what you don't have. Only think about what you want. Forget about what you don't want. Never speak about what you don't have. How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. Islam has to produce. It has to produce. It has to produce. Okay? It has to produce. Mother money. That's it. It got to produce money, bro. And if it don't, I mean, so now, how does Islam produce money? It's the P word. You know what the P word is out?
No, I don't know what that is. What is the P word?
Provision.
Provision. Okay.
See?
Provision comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
But if I don't start a business, how can I get the provision?
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Oh, right?
I agree.
Yeah. So we have to understand that prayer is not just with your mouth. Prayer is also with your actions.
Nah, I agree.
Right? Working towards what you asking Allah for. The answer to your prayer is provision. Results you receive based upon the actions you take. This is Islam. This is a part of Islam they ain't really talking about. In our masjids, the money. Okay? Now, you pray with your actions, right? Allah answers your prayer, which is your actions, based upon your intention. How does this bring people closer to Allah? How does this help people? Right? So once you can check those boxes off with what you're doing, Allah will grant you provision. Here comes the motherfucking money. And if I don't have provision, then we have to make it to where my relationship with Allah is I'm not being a good Muslim. I'm not being a man. I have to go to Allah for provision. But how do I go to Allah? I have to create you ready for provision. Right?
No.
Why are you ready for provision, huh?
Because, you know, I pray and I'm putting the work in.
He got to hang around me some more. Huh?
No, I'm saying so.
No, because you got a fucking podcast. You got a podcast.
Okay.
See,
Provision.
All right, so now you put. Okay, I get it. I get what you're saying.
I keep it serious. Listen, this is what I'm trying to tell you. You got a podcast. You have something to where Allah can grant you provision.
Okay.
See?
But the thing you say, I get what you're saying. You're saying people don't have the I'll say they don't get out. They pray for something, but they don't put the work into.
They only pray what there's an expectation without proper preparation.
Yeah.
This is why the Ummah is so
Agree with
important.
that.
So now if we say, hey man, come to the podcast. This is a perfect platform. Right? Hey man, we having a group today, man. Just pop out.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a little Juma today, man. Right here. What you mean? Yeah, we're gonna have Juma today. We're gonna keep this real. We just gonna talk. Let's just talk. Hey brother, what you wanna do, man? What you wanna do, man? Okay, he over there. He over there focused on the board. What you wanna do, man?
He said what you would.
No, don't lead him. What you wanna do, brother?
That's my guy, man.
What you wanna do, brother? What you wanna do, man?
Man, as far as life, or just as far as provision?
What you wanna do, man?
Man, during this the day that we're having like this talk,
Yep.
I want to address things that got us in.
What you want?
No, what
do I want?
What do you want out of life?
Oh man, I want to be able to take care of my family for the rest of my life at an alarming rate, big time. Not
That sounds good, but that ain't it.
that ain't it.
No.
All right, so what you want to do though?
Right. Okay, I got you right now. Hold on. Oh, you trying? Okay.
Because I want to hear if it sounds good and if it's
I know,
right.
I
That's
know.
what I want to know.
You slick, man. Right? Well, I'm writing a book,
Right?
and I want a New York Times bestseller.
Okay. All right.
Right? So we have to create things that Allah can grant provision for.
You're like a target.
Right. That's why I asked you, what do you want?
Okay.
That's
All
what
right.
the masjid got to
Yeah.
talk about. Because it's something that you want that Allah can give you. That's going to bring you closer to Allah.
Wow.
Imagine if you go to Juma, you got a PP loan waiting in Juma. Shit, lineman, man, you never see so many you go to Juma in your life, man.
Yeah, because listen, you're right. Listen,
I'm just saying.
you're right because look.
Yo, 5,000 every. Whoa, yo, man, get the man, yo, man, I mean, what masjid is that, right? So this is how law works. So now, when you understand, Allah got the PP loan for you, but you don't know how to put your application in because you've been conditioned not to sufficiently have a conversation with Allah. You only taught the salat. That's not the only version of prayer. Oh my God, what is he talking about? That's not the only thing that you can talk to Allah with. I'm here to tell you, yo, Allah, hey man, what's going on? And he'll send somebody. I'll randomly bump into somebody. I'm ready to go grab his pistol, all that. You talking this, mom, yo, that's why it's like that. You said you did 21, huh? I was a monster in prison, homie.
Yeah.
I'm not a wait, hold on, you got the what? You got chicken, you eat over with.
And you get the hey twin.
Let me get this locker real quick, homie.
Exactly.
Hold on, homie. See,
exactly.
What? I mean, I'm terrorizing. So I'm hungry. I'm not hearing nothing you talking about.
Right.
I'm gonna Muslim, gay, blood. I gotta eat tonight, homie.
Yeah.
So when you come out, you hungry, you up. And then now that I have consciousness, I have guilt now, right? I have a conscience. Allah has inserted empathy in me after the bid. So now I'm out of prison. I got category 1. I'm doing 5 years post-release. Any violation is not a violent crime. So any violation is a year minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Go right back.
For a year.
Anything.
And then once I go back, I'm catching new ones. I'm gonna be so tight. I'm in here with these goofies, you heard? So I'm asking Allah, like, yo, man, please, man, help me, man, please, man, help me, yo, man, right? And Allah sent my man Timbo King. But niggas, you can't rapping it out of here. Timbo, if I didn't run into Timbo King, I'd be back in prison for another kidnapping, another murder. I'll be right back in prison, bro. I'll be right back in prison. But I wasn't impulsive, right? I asked the law. I'm like this. I'm trying to hold on. Ain't nothing working though. That pistol always gonna work though. That pistol gonna be, man, that's like 7-Eleven, baby. Huh? I'm like, Allah, man, please, man, I don't wanna do this shit, right? And then the dude come up to me. I'm outside. I'm literally outside on the curb, sitting on the curb. I got my gun in the chicken box. I'm like this, and I'm like, yo, like listen, man. Dude coming to me, yo, man, I got music. I'm about ready to rob the motherfucker, sell me the music. I ain't money for no music, man. But then I said, this the answer to the prayer. I said, man, you be selling your shit? Yeah, man. Shout out to my man Timbo King, too. He saved my motherfucking life. He said, yo, y'all be selling it, man. Where you selling at? Well, all over. Sometimes Times Square, Vegas. I go down south. Really? For real? How much money you getting for them joints, man? Know what I mean?
Yeah.
He breaking the hustle down to me. I ain't never looked back since. So my provision came in the form of CD sales.
Right.
Right? Because I asked, and Allah sent that. So had I been so focused on Islam, like, oh, he's Muslim, he's not Muslim. Oh, rapping is haram, and I'll be back in jail. So we have to understand, we have to have empathy for our brother's plight and stop trying to tell a motherfucker stop drinking soda when you don't have no water for them or have the way to teach them how to get the water. We telling these brothers to go to the masjid, but I'm not motivated to go to the masjid. And you don't want to say the things that's going to inspire and motivate the brother to incentivize going to the masjid. But you got to. You got to sell it. Even the prophet sold it. And the prophet was a hustler. What was his job, Jeter? He's a merchant, man.
Merchant for sure.
Yeah, they busting licks, man.
He took over his wife's business.
Come on, man. Out there. You got to sell shit. You feel you ain't got to sell it. Ain't no salesmanship. So it's like, how am I inspired? When you think of Juma, you think of, I got to sit down, I got to catch cramps in my back, I got to sit there. It's not even comfortable.
But if it was something going on that you wanted to hear, it'll be more comfortable for you.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be comfortable.
So like you said, if the PPP check was there.
I would deal with it more.
Okay.
But we got to make it comfortable.
So I'm saying,
how you got a brother? How you expect me to sit on this hard ass floor for 2 hours? But you never showed me how to stretch. You never showed me how to sit there. I wasn't taught that. I was just told this is how you got to sit. First time. I mean, am I lying? Am I saying something wrong? I don't know, because this is my experience. First time I went to Juma, I'm like this, gang. I'm like this. I'm sitting on the floor like this. Brother, what? My back hurt. I'm sitting on the back of the wall like this. You know what I mean? You want me to pay attention. I can't. My back hurt. I'm sitting there, right? So there should be some classes teaching brothers how to sit. It should be sit classes.
There's etiquette classes. That's what I'm saying. I want to get you to come.
Right? Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I haven't went through those classes, I should have an option to chair, man. I'm not gonna sit here. You know how many monsters I left out because chair? Fall hard. I'm out, bro. All that. I'm not doing that. And this is why we losing brothers, because we trying to in Islam, it's not about force, bro.
It's not. No.
It's not about force. Let me tell you something. The prophet, everybody keep talking this prophet, don't know what the prophet was doing. This is what kills me about this. It was a dude that threw feces all on the prophet's steps every day, bro. Every day. Whatever, right? One day, they ain't trying to invite him to Islam. They just cleaned it up every day. Cleaned it up. And one day, it was no whatever in front of the joint. Yo, man, you ain't shit on my joint.
Yeah, you're right.
He ain't saying, you right? He said, damn, man, you. And that one of the best Muslims ever. How many brothers you know right now you going
You gonna die.
No, I'm just saying, how many imams you know exactly?
Yeah, they gonna try to kill you.
How many Muslims you know you gonna sit on their floor in front of their crib and you gonna clean shit up? You're not even practicing Islam, but you wanna talk Islam. You wanna take the parts of Islam that benefit your ego. See, that's why no change is happening. And the motherfuckers outside that's in the trenches, that's really in the trenches, they know that shit. So they not jacking that because it ain't real. And the saddest thing about it is there's so many good Muslims in Philly, but it's they not being communicated to correctly. See? And if we took a different approach, we would I know, because I'll be reaching motherfuckers, bro. I'll be reaching.
Yeah,
listen.
we do here on this podcast. Tales from the Jails, we do. We reach people on this podcast too.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
And I'm saying, and basically what you're saying is the same thing. We get a lot of people that can relate. They Muslim or whatever they got going on,
Right.
but they can relate to some of the things we're saying that may not be like, the term you got to fear Allah. People don't really, you can tell somebody to fear Allah, but if you're not telling them what they doing wrong or how to do it,
You gonna fear that pistol, man.
Yeah, because like you
You
said,
fear that pistol.
they fear somebody with a gun faster than you. I
But
agree.
why? Because they see that
They
bullet.
see it right there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't showing me. You're not a practitioner of what you telling me to follow.
Yeah.
You see, that's what it is, right? You telling me to do something that you're not doing, and I don't see the benefits in what you're doing. So what you doing? I'm over here.
Yeah. But
Right.
there are some people that, no, not saying that what you're saying, there's some validity to what you're saying.
It's not some validity. It's an actual 100% validity
But
to
what
what
I-
I'm
no,
saying.
well-
I just don't give a about being politically correct. This is 100% validity. Motherfuckers ain't going to Juma. They're not sitting in it. And they go to Juma, they do not want to sit on the floor. They would rather sit in a seat or sit on the wall. This is the reality of it. And when you go to the Coop Bar, they're not talking about nothing relevant. Or it's once in a blue with some relevance, but it's not consistent. And then you're not having no actionable steps with the relevancy of the Coop Bar. So now if I'm sitting there and we sitting in the room and I know you got a podcast and I know you do graphic design, I know you edit videos, and I know you a great speaker, why am I not saying, hey, y'all gotta work together. And then we're gonna find these surahs that specifically help you with this business, right? We're gonna find these ayats, we're gonna find hadith that specifically helps you with this business make loose. I mean, get this real money. Yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna have a goal for that. And we're not moving off that. Because we want you as a Muslim, as my brother, to be successful. I want you to be successful. Okay? I want you to be successful. Because isn't Islam about want for your brother what you want for yourself? So why our motherfucking brothers over there don't want for us what they getting every motherfucking day? Huh?
Yeah, never. Not
Because it's about race, bro. Why the motherfuckers in Dubai, they not there? I know Philly. You go to Dubai, right? They gonna treat you like you a. They gonna treat you. Bro. Talking about, they gonna treat you like you ain't nothing, bro. You a. We gave you this religion. I don't even respect you.
Yeah.
I mean, so why nobody talking about how we develop confidence in ourselves? How do I develop confidence in myself? I gotta have affirmations. I am enough. I am powerful. I am strong. I am blessed. I am protected. When you get one negative thought, replace it with 100 positive thoughts. I'm in the mirror every day, man, 15, 20 minutes talking to myself.
Me too.
So that's so now let's go back to solutions. We have to own we have to own institutions. We can't until we have certain preparations to even receive traditional Islam. So we have to go about it in a non-traditional way to get, if you want to get to, you're not going to get there that way.
But what I'm saying,
You're not. And that's why it's not, and that's why it's not happening. So we have to go through and astaghfirullah, whatever you want to say, but we got to do it this way first. And that way is connecting with your brother, being consistent, knowing that these motherfuckers is racist. Just because you salam me, I'm not going to sit there and be in no fantasy world. I'm not outside of fit my situation and my plight. I'm not listening to no kookball that ain't addressing what I'm dealing with. If you're not addressing what I'm dealing with, I'm not listening. Because once you leave this masjid, I got to go back to what I'm dealing with, bro. And you talking all this dumb shit, yo, yeah, was in the grass. And soon as I get back, they on my.
I talk, say you gotta come to. Listen, I'm gonna invite you.
No, I'm just saying. Listen, what I'm
He
saying.
said the grass as soon as he get back, they order his ass. This man is crazy.
So it's the
man.
truth. This what's going on. So the imam not really tapped in like that with the homies putting in pain, right? So they sitting there like, even the ones that actually may even think about going to the masjid, they like, yo, man, I gotta spin this block. Like, man. You know what I mean? Like they Muslim, they understand, but they dealing with some other
Yeah.
But that other shit was given to them not by their own choice. The white man did that. So when we understand the white man did that, now we can start defending against these demons, these jinns, this type of specific fitna, and then now we can start getting to traditional Islam.
When it comes to the community, the Muslims, you see a lot of the young brothers is divided. We, like you said, from what's going on in the community, because what the oppression that's been placed upon us based off of years and years of of racism, which is true, and racism does exist. What do you suggest? All right, you tell me right now. Listen, all right, can we do this right here? Do this right here. Where do we start? Where's the starting point for us to at least get something going? Because we talking on the podcast, we talking on social media, whatever we doing, pick up the phone, calling people, calling who need to call, but nothing is happening. What would you like for us to be a part of? Something that we can do to help get things going?
But yeah, that's why I said I was just talking about it, right? My bad. Ask the question again. I'm sorry. My bad. Say it.
No, I'm saying you speak a lot about what's going on, the racism in the community. What's the first step that you think that can help outside of going to the masjid, outside listen to the khutbah or whatever it may be? What do you think would be the first step? Would all right, do this right now. Like you say, pick up that cup of water and hand it to me. Can you give me something in that analogy, like this right here, where we can start here?
You gotta know the white man is your enemy.
The white man is your enemy.
That's the first step. You gotta know that the white man is your enemy because you have the power to genetically erase that motherfucker.
You think all white men is fuck?
That's the first step, man.
That's the first step. So with that question being answered in that manner, it's safe for me to assume that you may think that. Because I think I might have came across a couple white boys in my time, man, and I'm not looking at them as brothers or friends, but I think we had a mutual respect for each other.
Yeah, you was mutually misreading what's going on. But yeah, so that's the first step, and then knowing that the white man is our enemy, and
Right.
and then saying the white man once and for all, having the courage and the nuts. We got we accept everybody's authority but our own. We allow everybody to be authority over us but us. See, these are steps, right? Like understanding, okay, these are not our friends. It's about color. It's about race, right? That's the first step, and then starting to study how you're being attacked because of your race, right? And then understanding all the causes and effects of that attack of those attacks,
Right.
right? And then creating countermeasures such as changing your dietary plan, not consuming, not smoking, not drinking, right? Having affirmations, not watching certain social media because they create content to lower your self-esteem and to lower the value that you have for yourself, right? Then the next step, depending on where you are and what you're doing, it's an open-ended question, right? Is creating consistent groups and having consistent conversations about making the lives of the brothers who are attending the groups better, making provision the primary focus in each one of those groups. So you're here, you have a platform, you have a place. The same way you invited me on, and I appreciate you for having me. We can have 30 other, 40 other brothers from the hood and just have conversations and ask brothers questions. Now you could bring me in again, right? I'll come, right? And I'll do it pro bono, right? And you say, okay, smart, right? And everybody sitting, bro, say, okay, I want to do this, or I want to do this. I got this podcast. How do I? Well, you're going to make money off ad revenue, right? The smaller companies that need to have access to your audience, you're going to charge them a fee.
We was talking about that, yeah.
Then there's a Patreon. Then there's ways to monetize your content, but you got to create content in a way so it could be monetized, right? So these are conversations, right?
Yeah.
And then having brothers come and ask questions about how to make their life better, and then take the pieces of Islam that fit making their life better. And then through that, they have a better working relationship with Allah, and they incentivize, that relationship with Allah becomes incentivized, right? Because typically we use religion as a way to get us to accept suffering, right? They get us to accept being f***ed up. They get us to accept being hurt. They get us to accept being poor. Oh, you know, man, you know, Allah's gonna come and you're gonna be okay, man. Jesus is gonna come and you know, the prophet, he suffered like that way too. Yeah, man. Well, listen, man. Peace and blessings be upon the prophet, man. He can't just see. This is the thing about it is, you when you pass on, what is the thing that benefits a brother that transitions? Right. So
yeah, go ahead.
So we keep talking peace and blessings be upon peace and blessings be upon me too. See what I'm saying? You praying for someone you never met.
Yeah, somebody give you the salams. That's
you praying for someone
peace
you
be
never
upon.
met. Now, what I'm saying is, you asking me solutions. I'm giving my. I don't listen. You got your bro. I got my way.
Yeah.
I met that brother. Peace and blessings be upon him. I met you. I like you. Peace and blessings be upon you.
Alhamdulillah.
I don't know you yet, man, but you seem okay. Peace and blessings be upon you. Right? Because that is what gets us that.
If you got a business you want to market, your girl got a hair salon, your homie got a auto mechanic shop, you know, you got a food spot you want to promote, let us help promote your product. DM us right now. Right now we're running a special right now. If you DM us right now, the next 20 businesses that DM us right now, we're running a special right now. Reach out to Tales from the Jails. We will promote your business. Raheem Jackson will come to your business personally. I'll come to your business personally. We will market and promote your business. Market and promote your business. DM us right now. I want to see y'all hit us in the DM right now so we can help promote your business. It's Tales from the Jails.
Etc. I need this. What part of Islam helps me with this? And I need to ask you. I can't sit in the kook bar and can't say nothing. Hey, man, I just shot somebody, man. I got issues, man. Hey, man, I keep sniffing coke, man. We need to, we see, Islam is the way, but we have to architect and curate Islam and service the people with Islam, right? And that's the solution to it. And then now, when you have a collective of brothers that have their problems solved by the parts of Islam tailored to their issues, what do you have, Jeter? Ooh! What you got, Jeter? One time, 3 more times sooner. What you got? And then now, those brothers are ready. And then you multiply and you multiply and you multiply and you multiply. Then once you have multiple ummas, you have a what? You smart, man. Then you got a community. Then now those people from that community go where on Friday? Yeah. Then it hits different. That's the solution, brother.
Yeah. And that's to be honest, it seems like places like Dubai, what they do with their people, they kind of follow that.
Of course, come on, listen, man. I gotta study. I gotta be a student, right? Yeah. I gotta study, man. But that didn't come from Dubai. They try to take credit. See, we trying to give them credit. I'm not allowed.
No. What I'm saying.
That came from. Listen.
No,
that came from me and Allah granting me provision in that way in terms of an idea. Because I think about what's the solution. I think about it, but I think about it in a real way. I think about, what's the solution, right? Like, I'm thinking, yo, Allah, man, this ain't working, man. I don't want to go to Juma, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go. You think, listen, like I said.
I keep saying to you, probably going to the wrong.
Nah, bro.
I think
you not. Listen, so I got to go try. I'm not doing that. I got to go travel, and I got to go trying to find. We ain't doing that, bro.
No, I'm talking about
no disrespect. We not doing that. We not doing that, bro. You got to understand. We got to stop talking about brainwashing and reality. I live in Manhattan. I got to go to Philly?
Because maybe listen,
nah,
like
we're not
said,
doing that. No,
the
problem is this. There's no ummah. There's no community. That whole step-by-step thing, you asked me the solution. I gave it to you. That's the solution. A brother should never feel like he got a masjid hop.
But listen,
a brother should never feel like, listen, what I'm saying is.
I'm not saying masjid hop. Let me cut you off. I just want to say one thing before I forget.
Yeah.
Because the place where I live at, it's a masjid where I live. It's multiple masjids, maybe up two huge masjids. I mean, they huge.
Who the imam in that masjid?
I don't want to say a name, but there's
You don't say, why you don't say the imam name?
I don't want to say it on the platform.
What you mean? Siraj Bahaj, Masjid Taqwa. It's in Brooklyn.
Well, listen, that's one thing. So basically, the two masjids,
Who
right?
run the masjid?
What you mean? The
Who run the
imam.
masjid?
The imam.
Call the imam right now.
I'm not gonna call him right now on the phone.
It's
But
not-
listen, but hear me out. Let's hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm
But
saying.
listen, what I'm saying, look, I can't hear what you're saying.
No, I'm saying because
Call the imam right now.
I don't go to that masjid.
So what masjid you go to? You told me I should go to.
The one that where I hear kubbas that I can feel, that I
What
can
masjid
relate
is that?
to.
What masjid
That's the
is
Sunnah Nabawiyah.
Who run that masjid?
Hassan
Well,
Sumail.
hold on. Feet. What point was you trying to make, bro?
The point.
I want Smart to hear your point because Smart keep cutting you off.
so point-
Smart, chill, let him get the floor, like, cause you making a hell
showing
of a
him.
point.
I'm showing
You on him, but you gotta let him. You gotta let him cook with you.
but I'm
Y'all
showing-
over there making a hell of a feast.
I'm showing him, no, this is how I
No,
go, though.
hear me out, though. Hear me out.
Right? Because I'm f***ed up. I need to.
This hear what I'm
you
saying.
need to prove the evidence.
Hear me
I'm
out.
the same way too.
Smart, hear me out. So what I'm saying to you
Who
is,
run the masjid?
so let me out. Just hear me out. Hear what I'm saying. There's masjids where I live. I live in a suburban area. I don't go to that masjid for the kuppah because there's some of the things that they talk
You
about.
said
I
the
can't.
masjid you go to, right?
Huh?
Call the person who run the masjid.
I can call him right now on the phone.
Call him
I
right
could
now
call
on
him, but I can call him.
Come right down the phone.
Man, you ain't gotta call Somali right now, man.
that's my guy.
Because then him and
Nah, it's
Somali,
the point.
no,
What
we
you
gonna
mean?
leave that
Come right down
alone
the
right
phone.
there.
Come right down the
Because
phone.
that's a whole nother
But I'm
episode,
telling you,
Smart.
if you spoke,
I'm-
hear
call
me
him
out,
right down the
though.
phone.
I can call him. I couldn't. But
So call him right down the phone. Let's stay right there. I'm just saying. So let's stay right there.
That's a whole nother
Yeah,
joint. That's a whole nother joint, Smart.
I'm just saying.
Because
right in there. So this is what I'm saying.
But
When
hear what I'm saying.
I can't hear
I
what you're
wasn't
saying because
done.
you're saying something that
Because
this is why I'm listen. What I'm saying.
You're probably
I could
going
call
to a
him.
masjid where you
You
can't
keep saying
relate.
probably all that. Call him. I can't relate if you can't call him. How you like? So like this is I can't relate. Call him right now.
I can call him.
So call him right now.
That shit is- I call somebody. That's my guy. Hold on, let me see if he answers.
I'm saying this is like look. Allen Houston is supposed to be my friend, right? If I can't call my man right then and there, ain't my man. I'm advocating saying I can't call that be the problem. It's ain't no Hollywood shit, Islam. You could call me if you call Smart. You know why I'm so strong? Why my brand is so strong? And why it's growing? Because you got access to me
Let me call
all
him.
the time.
all the time. You know how dudes in my hood respect me? You call me 2 a.m. Yo, bro, yo.
Oh, they probably praying.
I'm
so
blowing
hard.
out of bed. You heard? Yo,
It's time-
yo.
it's-
I'm
they-
addressing the hood. You know what I mean?
They probably praying.
With 5
it's time
billion
for the Salah.
views on TikTok.
Right.
Taking hammers off. We ain't doing that, yo. Shut down, chill.
Right.
And they seeing me every day in the hood, in the trenches, when ain't no podcast.
Right.
I'm outside. I ain't wearing no Louis though.
Yeah.
Hoodie on, boots or whatever. I mean, we active.
You feet on lane. You connected.
Right. So the problem with this is I'm not masjid happen nowhere, man.
Right.
Islam that needs to be removed. It's a mindset in Islam that needs to be changed, altered, and adjusted. There's a sickness in a lot of masjids that needs to be removed. I don't need to try to find a masjid. The masjid needs to find a law. See? And that's the difference. So when we understand that, and we have to stop making it like you what you talking about, I gotta have access to you. I don't care if you an imam. What do you mean? You just like I gotta
Well,
call if I got access, hold on. Yo, hello?
I can call. See, I have a relationship with him to call him. But
Yo, listen. I don't know what you're talking about. Stop calling my phone. Oh, you hung up. See, like, so what I'm saying is this, right? Oh yeah, I don't give a. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is like, we gotta we gotta understand, right?
and there's other masjids too, like Mukbil and
Yeah.
different
But we gotta
masjids in the
get.
city
But
that
we gotta
go to.
get. But we gotta get. Don't
That
edit
are
that out
upon
too.
the
I want you to put
sunnah.
that too. I be like, them clips. We gotta make this.
Give me
Yeah, hello?
please.
I'm on a podcast. You on speaker. Expose me to the world. Go ahead. You can do it. I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so see, that's me. You heard? I'm always been a front street kind of a person. So this is what I see. Like back to we talk about solutions, right? We gotta get more real and more raw. If you an imam, you got a good masjid, I need to be able to call you 24/7.
Right.
I need access to you. You need the ummah. I need access to the ummah.
That's
I
why I
need
have
people.
what about the dawah center? Those are in place to answer the call because sometimes
Don't
it
listen.
can be
That
overwhelming.
shit
You
don't
got
work. How it's
5,000 people got your
overwhelming.
phone number.
Yeah, I gotta go with
I
that.
got my
I know you got a lot of. So
my
you telling
numbers on
me
the internet.
So you telling me that it don't become overwhelming to you?
No,
Smart?
because I don't give a fuck. Look,
got 5,000
I got
people
somebody
that
call
call
me.
you?
I got somebody call me right now. You know.
What I'm saying.
And look, I'm doing. Listen, what I'm saying.
5,000.
Listen, I'm showing you right now how I deal with it.
Community get crazy.
Person blowing my phone up, right? Blow my phone up. Yo. That's how I handle it. I'm solid, you heard? So I put my number on the internet because I'm trying to find people who think like me, right? So I deal with maybe like 500 calls every hour. I'm answering every one. I don't care. I'm searching, I'm working, right? And then what happens is, you see how quick she hung up, right? You can't create fitna. I'm not, you out of here. You're gonna delete yourself, right? How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you, also repels things away from you, right? So when we move, and that's why I say intention is the most important thing, right? I'm leading with my intention. What do I wanna do? I wanna build for black people in the hood, in every state in America, and eventually the world. I wanna build for my people. I want motherfuckers to be proud to be looking like how they look, which is chocolate, right? And then now I'm not disconnected. There's a lot of leaders who not leaders, and then when the responsibility of leadership is presented to them, they show you that they're not a leader. How can you be overwhelmed if you're a leader? How can you be overwhelmed if you're a leader? How? You're not a leader if you overwhelmed. You ain't fit for that. Heavy is the head to wear the crown, and your neck muscles skinny as shit out of here. We ain't jacking that. If you a leader, if you run a mosque, if you an imam, be prepared for it. Don't try to part-time with a law. This is full-time, because we dealing with full-time fitna, full-time jinn, full-time evil witches, warlocks, whatever. This time on top of a white man that's been trying to kill us for over 400 years.
So let me ask you a question. Smart.
Like, nah.
So even if, excuse me, even if you're, so as a leader, right, you delegate things to people. So you might not have
You
your
don't delegate
phone,
nothing to people, man.
so you would handle
You
all.
don't delegate nothing to people. That's what I'm saying. People know how to be leaders. You don't delegate nothing. If you in the street, we talk about prison. Let's talk about prison. You here talking about jail, right? You talk about jail, right? When you in prison, right? How somebody know not to with you?
By you demonstrating, putting a mean demonstration there.
Yeah, say it again.
Exactly. You put a whole play there.
Don't matter where you from, right?
No, I don't. No, it don't matter where
who
you
you are,
from.
right?
No, you put
No
it. You
matter
set
how
a
old you
whole
are, right?
script. No, it don't matter about
It's a
none of that.
refrigerator.
Exactly.
And it's boxes of chicken in the refrigerator. I'm putting my chicken in this refrigerator.
Yeah.
I don't go
I want to say a little something, man. You know, it's about a myth that goes on in jail, man, about a honey bun getting left on your bed or a Snickers or something like that. If that were to happen to an individual, that means someone is inquiring about some sexual activities or you owe them something. And for me, from my standpoint from being in jail, that's a myth. I ain't never see that go on. But what ain't a myth is we're doing these specials, man, and we want anybody to DM us that got a business that want their business promoted on our platform. I'm giving out this special deal for a long time to the people that supported me. I appreciate y'all, and I'm giving back, man. Whoever got businesses, women, men, hair salons, promoting food trucks or restaurants, man, I promote business, and I got a special going on right now. So DM me, man, and get at me. Tales from the Jails is Brahim Jackson.
My chicken going in this freezer. You better not touch my shit.
Right.
I'll stab you till my arm get tired. That's how I'm on it, bro. That's it. There's no, and then people, when they know you get down like that, what happens?
They respect, but see, men respect violence. That's the only thing that men
Not just
respect.
violence, action.
Exactly.
So
Violence is
what
action.
am I delegating? I'm delegating by my actions. You
Yeah,
heard?
right.
So these fake ass leaders, if you a leader, it's by your actions.
Exactly.
So I get up,
I
I'm
go
doing
with
this.
that.
I'm doing this. So now you doing that, you following me because what I'm doing. I don't gotta tell you to do nothing. Because you know if you ain't doing it, and it's this is a mistake, right? Now I'm not even gonna say I'm gonna stop using that reference, right? So I always try to go back to like hustling, but I wanna try to keep it on business, right?
Right.
If I have a soda company, right, and I put this amount of soda in the bottles of water, this amount of soda in the bottle, right? You ain't about to put more or less than what I put in that bottle, because you know how
You know how you giving it out.
I bottle up, right?
Exactly.
And you know what I'm gonna do to you if you play with my soda company,
Yeah.
right? So now, if you want to get money with me, and I want you to get money with me, the program is already in place because I'm
You
applying
gotta
it.
follow this line, yeah.
Then you're gonna follow. You ain't even gonna really need delegation because you seeing through my actions. Leaders gotta lead from the front. Everybody trying to delegate. You ain't delegating, homie. You gotta show by example. And then I follow your example. You become the inspiration. And then if anything, I might ask you a question, but I still gotta learn from the actions that you take. I can't delegate nothing. That's the problem with these fake ass leaders and a lot of these imams and these where it's like they act like they Allah.
So
You
listen-
above dawah. How? How? You above what you, who you think you is? You above dawah? Cause you an imam. Stupid, you might be the first one in the hellfire. You ain't better than me. Not better than me. I'm the only Muslim in my family. You heard? Now, how you better? You ain't better than me. What you mean? And you got this snobby approach. Hit the email. Hit what email, gang? What you talking about? I'm calling your phone. You advocating for this masjid, call him right now. I got a young brother, he's fired up. He wants to help the people. His name is Smart. Smart, take the phone. Sound like I'm out. What you going on? Listen, man, let's do an event in Philly next week. Let's do it.
And I guarantee it, but it'll be done.
I mean,
Yeah.
you feel me?
They'll set it up. for
That's
sure.
how we gotta get that. That's how we get it done.
Right.
Know what I'm saying?
But that's why I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Now, even like I said, where I live at, there are masjids, but of course I go there to pray. You know what I mean? But as far as the khutbah, I can't really relate to what's going on out there. So
Bro,
therefore,
listen,
I
'cause
can
it's not
relate
this-
to this
because you
masjid,
can't-
the masjids I go to in the city because
How old are you at?
I'm 43.
Exactly. Nobody care what you relate to, huh? This is the point I'm talking about. Nobody care what you relate to. How many kids you see right now that masjid 14, 15, 16 changing their life? Gotta be a system for that. Not saying it's not in place, but it gotta be a system. It gotta
Yeah,
be
I
that
agree.
direct. Gotta be that hands-on. It can't be no other shit. That hands-on. I'm gonna show you how to get money with his land. That's it, bro. We dancing around. Don't tell me no stories, bro. I don't care about what. I don't give a that, bro. I'm up. How does this help me?
But
How
the-
does this help me?
But-
And if you ain't got no answer, miss me with it.
see, my situation is a little different than yours too. Like I ain't do no jail time, but what I'm trying to tell you
Talking
was,
about jail. Jail ain't bad.
hear me out. I'm just saying,
I wasn't shit.
for me to be successful.
Yo, you ready? Oh, okay. Well,
All right, so I just want.
so hold on, but listen. But this is a point. The reason why I did that is because what happens is when you start to get successful, the enemy tries to attack you in different ways. I done had chicks hit my DM sending me pussy pics. I done had people, telling me this and telling me that, right? And because I got nothing to hide and I live my brand so transparent, I go just like that's how I address it, right? And I do it because a lot of times the old me I can't address it how the old me would address it. That's why I asked, okay, you want to say something? Go ahead. You want to talk? Go ahead. My mother didn't abuse me? Okay, so you was there in the time machine? Like, you know my mom? Right? Like, go ahead. That be the fitness, so I block it out from that. And a lot of times, the reason why I'm so aggressive or I be cutting it off, because I'm on a mission, and I notice that the more success I have, the more these type of scenarios start to happen. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get distracted. You know what I mean? That's why the person kept hanging up. You kept hanging up. You trying to get a reaction out of me. No. I don't have to defend my truth, and I don't have to defend your lies, right? So, but what I'm saying is back to that point. And that's how I deal with everything.
Yeah.
I don't miss a beat. I don't go a beat. You know what I mean? I'm just moving with it. I'm just present, right? So what I feel, this is just my opinion, and I think about Philly, I think about Brooklyn, I think about just as a whole, the black Muslim community is fucked up, and we don't have no real leadership that's 24/7. That's not taking no time off. That's not, that's not really having goals and deadlines for developing community. And because that's the best way to test it, right? Like, we have a goal and we have a deadline, right? And then, yeah, right? Like what's the, like, so I'm saying that's the solution, right?
Yeah.
So when can we do the first event? Right?
We can sit down and set
then-
up because I'm pretty sure people
Yeah,
over here
for
would.
sure.
But I just want to say one thing too, because
Go ahead.
I want to give just a story about patience for me, because for me, I come from a rough situation. Like I said, me and him was raised, and he did time, but I did time with him because I was out here on the streets.
Yep,
And a
yep,
lot
yep.
of things that we were doing, I could have been in there as well.
Yeah, for sure.
But for me, I went through patience. I learned patience by praying. Also going out and trying to make things happen for myself, but being patient and things that changed for me beyond my belief, without me really questioning anything. I just was like praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and just ask Allah to help me and get to where I'm trying to get to, and it worked for me, without me being, extra and trying to do something extra in my opinion. That's what I'm saying, to be feeling like I need to go out here and go kill something or rob something.
But we dealing with extra times, right? Like we dealing with extra times, right? Like, so it's like I always try to deal with in real time, right? Like what am I dealing with right now? What I'm currently dealing with is a lot of motherfuckers you know, like I did a podcast interview, right? And the kept trying to go into my case, right? I'm like, yo, bro, bro, why you keep trying to go into my case? And then we did some fact checking on boy. Yo, he was on somebody else's paperwork,
Yeah, he was weird.
right? And he was a confidential informant.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I gotta stop playing these interviews. Then I'm listening to people like on a joint, like even I don't know who the is. Yo, okay, what did I do something to you? I know you. What's going on? Oh, tell them what you went to. What you mean? Well, tell them what? What happened? Tell them what? I copped out. Took 10. I copped out. This is reality. What do you? But who are you though? Why are you trying to get me? What's going on? Right? So when we do good things, we get attacked. And if we don't have a specific playbook to deal with those attacks,
You might just be all over the place.
right?
Might end
How
up
I
in
deal with it,
prison.
I put it right. Yeah, what's going on? Let's
Everybody.
yeah. Expose me.
Yeah, so yeah, man. I mean, I'm listen, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you was
Yeah.
able to make it here to the to
sure,
the podcast. Man, I'm like,
Oh, you didn't call that imam, huh?
I did call him, but I guess
What's
it's
wrong,
time for Mugger. So I'm assuming that they had the message.
Oh, you
point.
seen my job.
Yeah, no, because he does answer for me all the time. Alhamdulillah. So,
He's
but
not today, huh?
huh?
I got you, right?
So, but what I'm saying though, alhamdulillah, like I have a good relationship with him, and also I have a good relationship with a lot of the different imams in the city. So what I'm saying to you is, we would whatever if you have a plan or idea.
I know you wish we good. Listen, what I'm saying, we good. What I'm saying is, it's just the messaging that I gotta put out. This is the message, right? Like we gotta have real goals and deadlines and accountability. I wouldn't be here if I ain't fuck with your energy.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like seriously. Like,
Alhamdulillah.
you know what I mean? So yeah. Yes, I mean, have we wrapping this up? What we doing?
Yeah, we can wrap it up. So listen, let me
Yeah.
ask you a question. Is there anything else you want to add before you go?
Now,
Anything-
part
anything
2
else
on the
you
way,
wanna
man.
say?
We gotta do part 2 on the way, man. That group we was talking about. We gonna
And 3 and 4. I don't want to stop it at the door. It's a back door over there.
Nah, listen, man.
Nah, because I wanted to have, because
Yeah.
it got real. We was finding out this, not even finding out because, we can't come upon finding out right now, but we was talking about some, embarking on some solutions of trying to, empower the youth and get them things or how to just give the message to the people
Right. Yeah.
as in moving in a whole towards something better.
The feds of the state.
No, but we get back to that. We get back to that. They'll give the people something more to wait for and watch for.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, so
That's a fact.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the show, and thank everybody for checking us out. It's Tales from the Jails. We appreciate you. We out.